Hey guys, what's up? It's Adib, the Texas Miner, and today what we're going to be talking about is a little side topic that I want to add to the series of mining videos, just general information videos that is more for the people that have never started a business, are thinking about getting into cryptocurrency mining, and young entrepreneurs. All right. So what this video is going to be focused on is the importance of cash flow through an LLC entity that you own. What I learned applying for my first mortgage was that you either have to have 6 months of employment at your current employer, or you had to have income from an LLC for 2 years. Okay? If you're working commission, you have to be working that commission job for 2 years for that income to be able to leverage that income to buy a house. So my first investment property was about a home. Let's just say, it doesn't matter what it is, a home, 250 grand. In order to put a down payment on that, you have to have income. So the benefits of mining is that if you start your entity, let's say you're a young entrepreneur like my program buddy, or programmer, my developer friend that I have. He's going to school to be a software developer. He's 19 years old and he has 4 rigs running through his entity. So I was like, well, what you need to do, I told him, I said, what you need to do is you need to form an LLC, you need an entity. And I helped him, guide him along the way in that means. But what that's going to do for him is it's going to put revenue. For one rig does about net profit $150. If you don't keep the coins, you just for electricity and for my situation, everybody's varies differently, but average 150 times 4, that's let's see the calculations here. 150 times 4, 600 times 12, that's $7,200 in revenue he's going to put towards his entity. All right, now if you do that for 2 years straight, and on your 3rd year, let's say he starts selling his services as a mining consultant, or you start selling your services. Some people are contractors. And keep in mind that the benefit and beauty of mining is that it's residual. So you can, with about 10 rigs, you can do some damage. To match 10 rigs in real estate, you'd have to move a very large amount of property. Okay? So 10 rigs is doable. All right? This kid, at four rigs, he's doing $7,200 a year minus expenses. But in business, it's about revenue. That's a very important part when banks look at you to, open lines of credit and give you debt to leverage. All right. So for me, my learning experience was in roofing. So I was getting roofing jobs, and I invested into cryptocurrency, part in the market, part in mining. So and one thing that I did was I always wanted to be a commodity trading advisor. So I got my Series 3 in the Army when I was 19, and I started my Onyx investment group at 19, but all I knew what to do was file the entity, right? And why I'm making this video is because I never reported any income or expenses on that entity. All right, it was dormant. But had I known that I could, start reporting revenue, and then all I needed was 2 years tax returns to make that, to allow that entity to leverage, to be income leveraged for my investment property. Okay? So, because, originally I wanted to get it in, I started applying November 2016, but I was approved February, March of 2017, because around that time was when I got my first employment job. And, I was working part-time, doing roofing and trading. It was involved with trading. So, in mining, especially for young entrepreneurs, is a fantastic way to save your money. Fantastic way to save your money. It really is, because you're going to turn your money into an asset, right? And it's going to start producing revenue for your LLC, right? Because when 2017 comes around, if I had filed my 2012, 2013, I would have already had the 2 years of tax returns, right? So I would have it doesn't matter how much, it's going to matter when you're trying, but what they need to see is at least 6 months, 7 months of good business. All right. So what I was furnishing them with was all my roofing revenue. And it missed the deadline by, I think, 2 years, missed the deadline by, I want to say 5 months. So had I done this 5 months earlier, this wouldn't even have been a problem. All right. Or if I had done it when I was 13 and just, kept, maybe I made, let's say 30% electricity. So 600 times 12, 72. So 7,200 annually times 30% electricity is 27. Net profit $5,000. Okay. And let's say he just does. So let's say I just did 5,000 one year, 5,000 the next, but then I made a decent living. I would say, doesn't matter, but a decent living the third and fourth year instead of my first and second year, then I would have been green light, go out the door. All right. So I just want to let some of you guys know about it. The young entrepreneurs. For me, myself, I never went to college. I went to YouTube University, and I got a lot of my information off of YouTube. Even when I was 16 years old, working as a lifeguard, reffing soccer, that kind of stuff, trying to think about what it is that I wanted to do in the future. So I'm just sharing my experiences and why I believe that mining is a great way for you to build a foundation for your LLC, limited liability corporation, in whatever state you're in. It's something that I learned from Rich Dad Poor Dad, a bunch of my mentors. The thing about Rich Dad Poor Dad and a lot of the lessons that I'll be sharing is that they came from the fundamentals of Rich Dad Poor Dad, except it's in the 21st century. All right, real estate had been around for a very long time, since the foundation of America. This is, we'll call it that 21st century. All right. So I hope this video brought some value to you. Maybe help you think about things in the future. I will say that an LLC costs some money to set up. You just Google it online. And but don't let that intimidate you, because you're setting yourself up for the future. I mean, ask yourself, do you want to work for somebody for the rest of your life? If the answer to that is no, at some point in time, you're going to have to start an LLC corporation that you're going to be the owner of, the president for. All right? And if you know that one day you're going to do that, and you're about to graduate high school, you have a couple $1,000 saved, then this is a great start to your future. All right? So if you guys want to learn more about cryptocurrency, investing in the markets and stuff like that, head to subscribe to cryptocurrency.market/newsletter. And Ty and the Honorable Grandmaster Leon Fu will help you guys in, when to take profits, utility of money, and a whole boatload of other good lessons. If you guys have any mining questions, please feel free to reach out and ask me. I'll be putting out more videos geared towards people that are looking to start a business, looking to get into mining, and just kind of guiding them, things that I wish I would have been told prior to getting in. All right, so I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks. Bye.